Now let us look at the characteristics of living things. The characteristics of living things are as follows. 1. All living things are both complex and highly ordered. The second characteristic of living organisms is irritability. All living organisms respond to stimuli or change both in their internal and external environment and thus maximize their chances of survival. The third characteristic of living things is that all living organisms are capable of reproduction. The fourth characteristic of living things is growth and development. All living organisms are capable of growing and developing. Then regulation. Organisms are complex and possess multiple regulatory mechanisms that coordinate their internal functions by responding to stimuli and coping with environmental stress. The sixth characteristic of living organisms is homeostasis. All living organisms maintain relatively constant internal conditions that are different from the environment, a process known as homeostasis. All living organisms also feed, that's nutrition. The next characteristic, the eighth characteristic of living organisms is respiration. All living organisms respire. The ninth characteristic of living organisms is movement. All living organisms are able to move from one place to another. Living organisms also excrete. That's the 10th characteristic of living organisms. They are able to excrete metabolic waste from their bodies. The 11th characteristic of living organisms is adaptation. All living things have the capability to adapt to their environment. They interact with other organisms and the non-living environment in ways that influence their survival, and as a result, they adapt to their surrounding environment. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please keep watching more of my videos from my YouTube and TikTok channels.